I have been at the club, half naked or fully dressed. I have been outside just minding my business, running errands, tight clothes, loose fitting clothes.
Well,
It
in
doesn't
in
matter.
the club, you're gonna get some peculiar behavior sometimes.
Exactly, right?
Sure.
But this happens on the streets every single day. I'm just running errands.
What we doing?
I think men are being unfair right now because
Huh?
you are
Oh,
listening to a woman tell her experience. And you're
I'm
not
just gonna tell
listening
you,
to the
Nadia.
woman's experience. You're going only off of what you think happens to women. But until you have lived your life as a woman, you can't say that.
Now, I will say this, and I think that this is the problem. This comes back on the females. I hate to say it. I have noticed that when people talk about them being molested as kids, especially, most of the time, if it's a family member, that mother figure tries to protect the person who does it. And if the mom does find out, let's just say a father's not in the home, there is some type of, what's the word? Oh, you don't want to say, you'll probably discipline the kid, but not take it any further than that. Because if you have two kids, and let's just say it's the brother doing it, now the parent has a choice to make, right? And a lot of times they don't take it to the dad because the dad may take it to a different level if the dad is involved. If the dad's not involved, the mom, sometimes they love their sons. Won't y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Am I speaking? Am I too? And sometimes the mothers don't take it to that level because they don't want their sons to be put in the system or whatever when it comes to, and I know several cases like that. And then I wanted to speak on the prior situation. I had the original topic, and it's not about abuse because I don't think this is abuse. When we talk about, I have a friend in particular who he's dating, he married a woman who's outside of his race. So anyway, they separated. Make a long story short, we had like a little powwow. He was going through something, and we're already friends. All my friends are married. But this particular day, he was in there, and some of us asked, like, well, why are you, what made you date or marry this woman? And he brought it back to his mom. And one of the things he had to say was, when I was a kid, I bring this dark-skinned chick home. My mom was like, she got to be so dark, or her hair. They'll sit there and I don't think they do it purposely, but sometimes they put things in their kids' hair. I mean, their son's head, and it makes them go a different route. Does that make sense? I'm trying to shorten the story to make so that's just just emphasizing some ways that moms do play a role in how their sons,
Yeah, my I know what you're talking about.
Bo has been mad at everything I've said since I've been talking, so I want to hear what she has to say.
There is absolutely no correlation between the way a woman dresses and the reaction that she gets.
Lies.
Thank you.
I don't understand. Like,
really?
Why?
So if a girl has booty shorts on, you don't think a guy is gonna be like he's over sexualizing her?
So here's my thing, right? It's going to happen either way. It doesn't matter if you are shaped a certain way. It doesn't matter what you wear. And also, if a man is a predator, he is going to do what he is going to do no matter what that woman looks like. I'm not saying that you all are not a little right. Of course, if you wear provocative clothes, it commands a certain amount of attention, a certain kind of attention. Yes, it does. But you cannot stop it by changing the way you dress. You're not stopping that.
You can mitigate it.
Minimize it a
He
little
bought
bit.
that rope and that tape and those handcuffs before he saw what you had on and before he walked out of his house to tie you up and do what he gonna do to you.
I have had my butt grabbed being half naked and being completely fully clothed. There's
So
no
you're saying that
spectrum.
guy that grabbed you was an actual predator with tape and rope? Every guy that grabbed you was a guy with tape and rope.
That was
what atmosphere were you in? What environment? Like at a party where it's like a lot of people. It's like,
I'm saying there is no, like, I have been at the club, half naked or fully dressed. I have been outside just minding my business, running errands, tight clothes, loose fitting clothes.
Well,
It
in
doesn't
the
matter.
club, you're gonna get some peculiar behavior sometimes.
Exactly, right?
Sure.
But this happens on the streets every single day. I'm just running errands.
People
I
is
got
literally
on
just
Every day?
grabbing your ass
overalls
on
and
a
a
regular
t-shirt.
basis.
Wait a minute, hold on.
Time out. I
It
So
think
you telling
happens.
That
me
ain't true, bro.
wait,
I'm sorry.
cats is just grabbing your ass on a regular basis, like
Wait a minute.
grabbing straight up.
So
This is what's
how are
happening.
If you meet one angry man once a day, if you meet one angry man every day, right? And I'm not saying that this has
Are
happened to
y'all
me. I'm
meeting
just
angry
saying.
men every day?
And one angry man every day that feels like I'm not getting enough attention. My wife ain't talking to me. I want some. I'm a man. I need it right now.
And they're gonna harass you.
One angry
Hold on,
man
wait.
every
And you
day.
telling me? Hold on, wait. And you telling me that you ran into an angry man every single day that was like, I'm grabbing a handful of Bohem's ass today.
Ass.
Wait till the
I
goddamn.
don't think that's what you're saying.
Like, come
I
on, bro.
think it's
What we
I
doing?
think men are being unfair right now because
Huh?
you are
The
listening to
fuck?
a woman tell her experience. And you're
I'm
not
just gonna tell
listening
you,
to
my
the
nigga.
woman's experience. You're going only off of what you think happens to women. But until you have lived your life as a woman, you can't say that.
Well, no, that's why we
And
asked.
we need to know
We
her
didn't assume
environment.
anything. We asked. We
Environment.
said, so
neighborhood.
you got people grabbing your ass every single day.
I don't think she meant every
I
day.
never said that. Who said that?
Nah,
That's
you said
not
every
what
day.
words did I
You
We
said
use?
every day.
I think she gave a
We didn't say-
hypothetical situation.
I didn't give a hypothetical. These are
hyperbolic,
things
I'm talking
that
about
actually
the other
happen
girl,
to me.
the other young
But it
lady.
doesn't happen every day.
Oh.
No. Like I never said that. I'm just saying it doesn't matter the environment and it doesn't matter what you have on. If a man is going to do it, he's going to do it. And I have proof because it has happened.
Oh, can I ask you a question?
So,
Can I ask you a
wait,
question?
hold on, real quick, real dope. So, I will ask this question because I think this was derived mostly from the question about what you wearing and there being no correlation. So, if you could be honest with me, can you honestly say that you've had your ass grabbed more often or less often, or was it about the same when you were dressed in regular clothes versus when you was dressed like a stripper at the club? Which one would you say that
To be
it
fair, I was
happened
never
around the
dressed
same?
like a stripper at the club, but when I had less clothes on or more clothes on, it was equally as much.
Okay.
So this is my question, right? And I understand. I hear all what y'all saying. Let's just do it based on numbers, right? Do you believe that you can put on an outfit and just answer the basic question? Do you believe that you can put on an outfit that can garner more attention than another outfit?
Yeah, I said that. Yes.
Okay. So that's question one, right? Now, let's say you're inside of a club, right? Of course, there's a percentage of men inside of that club that might just be insane, right? Probably a small percentage that are insane. Got another percentage who probably just a little bit too freaky, a little bit too freaky. And it's another percentage who probably never actually did something weird to a woman, but has the potential to do something weird to a woman, right? Now, out of 1,000 men, if you're wearing an outfit that garners a lot of attention, let's say you got the attention of 700 versus only getting the attention of 300 or only getting the attention of 200. Now, I'm not saying that this is going to mean that you're going to get touched, but on a basic rule of numbers, if you have on an outfit where you can be seen more people, more predators who happen to be in that place are going to happen to see you. And all I'm saying is just basic logic would tell you that it's probably opening me up to a little, even if it's only a little bit more risk. It's probably opening me up to a little bit more risk because now I'm seen by somebody who may have not seen me before, even though the other ones would have seen me because he's just insane. But now the other ones are seeing me too.
I understand it. So, but here's my thing. The problem comes in where you all are faulting the woman and not clocking the fact that men should not have the permission My outfit should not give men the permission to touch me or speak to me inappropriately. That is where accountability between men comes in. Hey, dog, don't do that. It
Fair
should
enough.
not,
We
my
agree.
outfit is not permission. And the fact that men have it in their heads that when you see a woman with a short skirt, yoga pants, some little shorts on, that, oh, she must want to be touched. Why are you men not denormalizing the fact that
Yeah.
men see that as permission? That is wild to me. So we
No,
have to change the way we want to dress because you all can't check your brothers or control yourselves. That
No
is wild.
accountability on women
we
too.
we un-
It's
we
accountability for
understand.
women.